Okay, let's try that again. How about now? I think it I think it's working now. Oh, we're through.
There we go. And oh my God, our faces are there.
So I think you're not coming through just yet, Casper. Can you speak now, please? It's still not coming through. No, I don't think I don't. Try now. Speak now.
I'm speaking now.
Oh, look at
Hello.
that. Yes, there we go. We
Oh, awesome.
we have the voice of Casper, and we have the voice of Patrick, and we have Yogi Bear, Pokewood Theatre, Hammy, and hey guys, hi Hammy, g'day.
Scorp stick.
Now I'm just gonna flick through to a uh, desktop thing. Just give me a second, because I think.
Nice. You look so HD, and I look so like so fuzzy.
Are you? I think you're using one of the best cameras ever, right?
Yeah, yeah. Just something I found in the trash,
So,
the local garbage bin.
um, somebody says, TMP, you miss low AF. You miss low.
You
You
miss
miss
low.
low.
Techman Pat, you miss low.
I miss low. My voice is low.
Oh, maybe you're low. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
how?
yeah. Maybe you're supposed to say microphone low.
Oh, my mic low.
Mics.
Okay, let me
Yo,
turn it
mic
up.
low.
Let me turn it up a little bit. How about now? Is that better? Maybe I should
Give
move
us some
closer.
cranks.
So, because we're all in lockdown, we're having to do this a little bit differently. Welcome, everybody, to the State of the Beans
Talk.
talk. Even though
Pandemic
we're,
edition.
yeah, pandemic. Oh, did you watch the South Park pandemic special, by the way?
No.
No.
What was that
Okay.
like?
It was one of the best episodes I've seen in a long time from out of the South Park camp. So my mic should be much better now. And how about Casper's? Can you guys let us know about Casper's one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hammy's
turn up
still
the
saying,
volume.
turn up the volume.
Really? Wow. Okay, I'll
How
try it
high is
again.
your volume? Are you
It's
using a Focusrite?
I'm using my Focusrite, and
My one
it's
is midway.
okay. Maybe turn up your. I'll turn you up. Hang on. I'll turn you up. Say something, Casper.
I'm saying something, Patrick.
Okay. Maybe I'll just move closer to the microphone so everybody can hear me. Um, or
Yeah,
maybe I'll
maybe
just
that's
have
the
to
thing.
speak louder. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's okay now. Hopefully we're getting through to you guys. I'm really excited. We've got a massive show for you today. Massive. And we started early just
Massive.
because of that.
Oh, cool. Justin says levels are good for both of us.
Oh,
Yay.
fantastic. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, and
I
look at our
appreciate
height
it.
levels, like pretty on
Did you
point.
do you like that? I thought it'd be best to actually get our faces in because nobody cares about all the hands waving that we do.
Ah, yes, so much
Do you know?
hands. It's like it's a mime show usually without the vocals.
Cool. And you know what I noticed? If you look at the stream,
Yeah.
the comments show up faster than they do on the chat. So
Yeah, yeah, I'm in it. I'm in this dream.
fantastic. All right, I have the news on this time, so I will be telling you what's on for today.
All right, what's on the menu, Pat?
I have some special ones for you, Casper, ones that you don't know
Ooh.
about.
Surprises. I love surprises.
All right, I'm going to try and say this in a way that isn't actually the topic, but it is. You're going to have to guess it.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. I
Okay.
play with balls and rackets and like to sit in a special chair.
You play with balls and rackets and like to sit in a special chair.
What could the story be about?
Uh, this is still a tech channel, right?
Yes, it is, and yes, it is. All right, let's move on to the next one.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna think about that.
Uh, I hear Pat only on my left speaker on headphones. Oh, damn it! How have I broken this? Let
Oh.
me. Oh, I know what it
Yeah,
is.
there's a thing in your focus, right? Yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
Is it
I
on the
know.
focus right, or is it? Can I change it inside the?
Oh, are you in Streamlabs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably just showing just one side, right? How
Yes.
it's doing a thing. Let me see. Oh, that's really annoying. I know I had that as well to begin with. You have to like dual channel it somehow.
Uh,
Um, Uno momento, cola.
what? Man, I got so excited. Um,
It's weird because I can hear you from both sides.
yeah. but I think
That's
it's
probably
coming
because we're on
through.
the.
Oh, here we go. Hang on, hang on. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Getting there?
Focus right, mono,
Yeah,
close.
yeah, yeah. You're
That's it.
recording a mono input
Yep,
into a stereo track.
got it. Got it.
You got it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay,
Okay,
nice.
so this next topic is I steal from the rich and give to myself. I also make space rockets and also like coins.
I want to say something about Elon Musk.
It certainly is. You got that one
Yay!
right. All right, next up we've got you know what? This one is cool. I'm gonna leave this one because it's the only one that is actually cool and is not funny.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Okay, I'll move on to there's a topic there. Now, next one up is I am a company that continuously kills off its cool projects. Who am I?
EA,
No, but good guess.
not Electronic Arts?
No, no,
Wow.
no. But it's a tech
Good.
company.
Oh, it's a tech company. Nvidia?
Have they
No.
killed a project lately?
Well, I'm thinking about the TI cards, how they keep killing those off, supposedly. Oh, is it Google? I
It
think the
certainly
audience is
is.
hitting the nail on the head. Well
Thank you,
done,
Barry,
Barry and
Darren.
Darren.
Well done, folks. Oh, thanks, Geordie, for sorting out the mic. Thanks for reminding me. I should have said thanks. And then we have
Yeah.
our bald friend that was in the thumbnail,
Oh,
Jeff
yes.
Bezos.
He's the wealthiest bald guy in the world, right?
Correct. And then we've got a game we can talk about that has been released with not necessarily spectacular results. And we're
No.
going to look at Digital Foundry, a very interesting channel. They do some really cool, what would you call them? Analysis? Like
Yeah,
testing?
I would say they have this like niche market space where they really break down all the game's visuals on a variety of different platforms, and they do that so well, so
Yeah.
so well.
And then lastly, we want to gonna talk about the whole thing with Google and Australia and
Google.
Microsoft. I hope my audio is not peaking randomly. I think it is doing something weird. But it might be like a what do you call it? A
No, no,
glitch.
you sound really good to me, but
Oh, really?
maybe it's a stream glitch.
It might be like a glitch in the Matrix. Okay,
Maybe.
let's roll the intro.
Intro.
We're back. Welcome back
Hello.
to the party. So, first topic. I said something about balls,
Oh, ra rackets, right.
rackets, and a chair. Thoughts?
Is it a
Final thoughts?
sport?
It is a sport. No, yep, you're getting there. It's a sport. It's a person that plays a sport. What kind of sport uses a racket and a ball?
And he's in like a wheelchair?
She, and not in a wheelchair, but there is a chair involved.
Actually, I don't know. Look, my knowledge of sports balls is really yeah, it's really low.
All right, this is
So,
a really far stretch. So let me share my screen.
okay. Okay, show me what you got. Oh, does she? What's the what's the thing about that? Like, okay, yeah, there she is. Right, so I'm guessing her fans have picked up on this and they're like, "Oh my God, she's a gamer." Is she? Yeah. Ooh. This is top tier. I mean, drop everything else. We'll just focus on this for the next hour. Oh, absolutely. I mean, she's a squillionaire. Yeah. Oh, you talking about like music equipment and all that kind of stuff? Oh, I guess it's just like visual aesthetics, isn't it? It's just to be like, wow, look at this space and how it's being used. It's like an insight into somebody's mind. I know. It's like the thing is, when they did an analysis of a person's home and how much
Like, what
of
if
it
I
is
had a formal
actually
living room,
used,
but instead
you'll
of it
find that like your
being a
living
living
room
room, it's
area and your bedroom, there's like a huge, I guess, hot spot there when they do like a heat map, and then the rest of the house is basically unused. So this is this argument that minimalists use, that essentially the houses that we have are way too big for the purpose that it's being used for. So essentially, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Dead Elmos? Oh, they are. Look at that. It's like, what is that? Like a chair or something? Whoa, Dead Elmos. That is weird. Oh, that woman's got some interesting taste. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Jordy's saying, "Can people hear Pat?" We don't hear you, Pat, and no audio from video. So maybe when you've like muted the video, you've muted yourself as well. So people can't hear you, Pat. Welcome to the Casper Show. I love the face palm. Uh, it's nice because I'm watching it like 10 seconds behind or so when I'm watching the stream.
So yeah, my microphone is so stupid. Hang on 1 second.
Can anybody hear him now? He is no longer Techman Pat. He's just Men Pat now. Just Pat. Any luck?
Okay. Look, I'm really sorry. This is ridiculous. I'm having so
We need
much
like a
trouble.
third guy that like is like a technical sound on engineer or something. Like we always have issues with sound,
Okay,
especially if we.
you know what's
Yeah,
funny, Casper? I have a
yeah.
bloody degree in sound engineering.
Oh, never mind.
Like, why? Why am I doing this? Sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
go on. I have had a lot of comments, and the only comment I made is that at some point, rich people don't have stuff to spend money on, so they buy ridiculous things like this.
they just buy garbage.
Yeah, garbaggio.
Yeah, this is what like minimalism goes back to, right? It's like we buy all this stuff we think is gonna be make us feel better or make us feel good, but it's just like the what happens is it's kind of like heroin, right? With materialism. Like when
Yeah,
you heroin, the first hit is the best. Well, not saying from experience, but what I've heard
of
is that the
course.
first hit is the
Not from
best, right?
experience.
Yeah, not from experience. And then it gets worse and worse and worse as the more you do it. So that's why you need to increase the amount that you do it in and increase the frequency and
Yeah,
so forth. And so it's the same with materialism because we get that hit that in our brain where it's like, oh, I bought my first car. It's amazing. It's a great feeling. But then the second and the third car, like the excitement is less and less. So hence, the more things you own, the less of an excitement or the less of a buzz you get. So then people get into like this crazy stuff where they buy all this like really insane weird stuff in their house, and this goes for a lot of facets of life as well. Like
yeah.
even, okay, I'm gonna go into a strange area right now
All
as
right.
well,
Tell us
but
more.
in fetishes, right? This is how like fetishes, they go into like a really dark place because people find that the things that used to turn them on no longer turn them on.
Yep, yep.
So you have to control your urges or control your ability to, uh, I guess, accept the sensations that you get, from the
So
various things in life.
the Dead Elmo chair, just here. Can you
Yeah.
explain to me, because you're a psychologist, what kind of fetish the Dead Elmo chair is? God, where is the Dead Elmo chair? There it is. Oh,
I think this is a completely different. This is fine. This is a tech channel. Sorry, guys. We'll get to the tech shortly. But
All right.
like the dead Elmo thing, this is more of an artistic
Okay.
expression. I don't
Okay.
think it has any sexual connotations at all. I don't think it does. I mean, it's like necrophilia for Muppets. I don't know.
Hello, this is Google, and you just been demonetized.
Yeah.
All
Hello,
right.
Google. We've taken you off the air.
So I know we've gone off topic here, and Serena's a lovely lady. She's really taking us
She
through this.
absolutely lovely. You're
But
right.
the scene I was is like 5 seconds 22, I think. All right, so we go into her office, and she has a pink and pink and white gaming chair. That's all the story was.
That's the story. Wow. Okay.
And all I have to say is there are some ridiculous, and this the conversation should lead into this ridiculously priced gaming chairs.
Christ. Yeah.
Okay, I want to show you something. If we go to PLE, right,
Yeah.
and we go to gaming chairs, gaming chairs. There's these ones here, like from Asus, $1,200 effing dollar ooze.
$1,200.
Like
Jeez.
what? Well, here's like 1,400. The Chariot RGB. The Chariot
So
RGB is $1,400. Like why? What's
and
in a
it
chair?
has lights, does it?
Yes, RGB lights
Oh,
here
okay.
at the top.
Wow,
That's
RGB
insane.
is expensive.
Well, yeah, and it's out of stock. But I
Damn.
just can't fathom
Can't put a
why
price in comfort, right?
360 rotation. Of course, a chair has 360-degree rotation.
You'd hope so in
145
most kind of
degree
chairs.
what does it say? Reclining?
Reclining,
Yep.
yeah.
Strong and durable. 4D armrest. I don't know what 4D means, but I think it means it can go up and down, left and
Fourth
right.
dimension. Whoa.
So your elbows will
So you
be.
like you travel in time in your chair.
Yeah, I mean, this feels like a bit of a spaceship. And you know what's funny in this photo? Look at the angle of this. It's like angled out compared to this. You
Right,
see,
right.
it's like not quite straight.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, what the hell? That is weird.
yeah,
I wonder if that's an ergonomic thing.
maybe. There's
Yeah.
PU. It's not even real leather. And there's a steel
No.
frame. Anyway, $1,400.
There you guys. Expensive garbage.
Garbaggio. Anyway, that's that's what I wanted to bring to the table. Um,
Lovely. The show is starting off strong, Patrick.
okay. All right. Next topic.
What's next?
All right. So we're gonna be stealing from the poor
Yeah.
and then giving it to themselves. Okay. And it's got a little bit to do with Elon Musk, and it's got a little bit to do with coins, and it's got a little bit to do with Robin Hood.
Yes.
So, this week, Elon Musk tweeted, let's just go buy some dog coin, or Doge, and dog's coin soars 300%.
What's a Dogecoin?
It's
That's
a
the thing?
Yeah, it's basically a cryptocurrency.
Oh my God, I want that currency. That's the best currency. Wow, such a currency, very high.
It skyrocketed when Elon Musk tweeted about it, and it's back to like
Jesus.
low levels again, but it's insane.
Bro, you should mine that thing. That thing's gonna be the next big thing. Mainly because of the memes.
I
Like
think this
people
is
love
literally a meme coin.
this is a meme coin. Yeah, love
Yeah.
it.
Barry says the founder is from Sydney, so there you go.
No way.
It has
Oh, you went to the launch of the coin, Barry.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Did you get a free coin? Like one coin? Because one coin is worth now 45 cents.
45 cents?
4 cents and 5. I mean, this is really... Where's
Oh,
AUD?
so like the less popular a coin is it easier to mine?
Yes and no. Yes, it is. Usually it is. You get more of it when you mine, but it
Yeah.
depends on the value. So like if we go
Yeah.
to Ethereum, so Ethereum has spiked recently. So if we go to 1 month, for example, look at the change. So it used to be worth like $1,700 a coin. And I remember actually 2 years ago, I was buying it at like 600 or something, or maybe less than that. It was like $200.
Wow.
I used to mine ETH a lot. ETH used to be my thing to mine.
Yeah.
And now it's $2,000 a bloody coin. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, and you can see it's got a $250 billion market cap. So there's $250 worth of coin out there. Oh, sorry.
You,
Yes, I think that's correct. Yeah, yeah, that's how much there is.
you know what boggles me? This
Yeah.
absolutely boggles my mind. Is that can you just create is there unlimited like basically creating currencies, digital
Yes.
currencies?
Yes, but it has to be
Oh my
connected to
God.
something, right? You can, so Dogecoin, I don't think it's connected to
Yeah,
anything. And I think Barry, you can probably enlighten us on this, but it's not particularly connected to anything like real. So there's like certain coins that are connected to like certain values and stuff, but I think most of them are based
right.
on how much you can mine of the blockchain. So if it's really difficult to mine, then it's really coveted, but it also depends where this coin is accepted, so how useful it is. So if you make a new coin,
Mm.
right, you gotta let people mine it. And then if it's, for example, not you're not able to use it anywhere, if you're not able to trade it, then it's kind of worthless, right?
Yeah.
And it has to do something. I think there's like security ones. There's ones for like uh, bank transfer. So I think even Singapore or Singapore wants to make their own government-controlled cryptocurrency. Like I expect cryptocurrency in the future to be country dependent. So you'll have an Australian cryptocurrency that you can actually like trade. And what will happen is it'll be easier and quicker to trade that kind of crypto. It won't be crypto; it'll just be digital currency, because
Oh my God.
they want to be able to control it. But it's also it's so quick to like transfer money. It takes literally nothing to do to like trade it. Mm.
You know what? This is like so Barry said that the value is only what people perceive
Yeah,
it
so it's
as.
not
So it's
connected to anything
essentially
real.
it's like a stock, right?
Yeah.
But it's like if currency was a stock price in a way. It's like a stock asset.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's really weird. It's like life is getting way more meta. That's what's happening.
Yeah,
And
actually
then
you're correct. I yeah, life is getting meta.
it's really weird. And then if that branches off deeper, it's like it's gonna be insane. And the fact that, like you said, that each country is gonna be aligned with a particular coin, that kind of makes sense. But then it's like, okay, now we have real life currency and we have virtual currency. And then does that mean each of these currencies will have a different weight? It's like our digital currency is really strong, but our actual physical currency sucks. So
Well,
like Bangladesh will have like tip top like coin currency, but the real world currency is worth nothing.
so most of the time, like a country's currency is used to be connected to how much gold they had,
Yeah.
but now it's connected to the strength of the economy. And so I
Yeah.
expect the digital coin to be somehow connected to it, but it's so much easier to control because they could literally release more coin or hold back the mine and then not have, and then people will have to like, well, the value will go up. So the thing is, once it's connected to a physical aspect, it's not really cryptocurrency anymore. Like Barry's right. It's really what it's perceived, like the value is perceived by the people. So
Yeah.
that's why it can skyrocket and drop so suddenly, because all of a sudden people are like, oh, I'm disinterested in this now, or there's a new coin out there or something like that. But Bitcoin was the first, and
Yeah.
it's been the gold standard, right? It's what all the other coins judge themselves against, because
Wow.
the more you hold, the more the value goes up. So people holding, so hodl, HODL,
Yeah.
that obviously just makes the value go up. And the more you mine and then resell it, it's just, and you can use it on things now. You can purchase things, you can use it for investing, and you can send money to people without having to go through like an FX trader where you have to put in all your details, you have to like transfer money and have your name on it and stuff like that. So if you, for example, Casper, we're living in America, and I
Yeah.
said to you, Casper, man, can you buy me like this new gadget because I can't get it in Australia? Best thing
Yeah.
for me to do to send you money, and so you and I do not pay or may pay the minimal fees, is to send you just Bitcoin.
Yeah. And then there's no currency exchange
Correct.
differences as well. Like,
Correct.
oh, this is brilliant.
Because
Okay.
you just buy,
So
yeah, you just have Bitcoin and you buy back your own currency, whichever country you're in.
Yeah, I'm starting to see the worth in Bitcoin, but it just gets a little bit crazy and complicated and unstable when more and more different types of coins come onto the market.
Well, it's
So
like
this
more
is, I guess,
currencies. It's just like more currencies. Like
yeah,
USD doesn't hasn't lost its value just because there's an Australian dollar
correct.
out there.
Yeah, but but you I guess suppose we have a limited amount of currencies in the world, and it's fairly fixed, right, in the real world. But like in the digital world, we can have billions upon trillions upon infinite currencies. So then it gets to this really out of control, wacky world where nothing makes sense and nothing matters.
Exactly.
So
Like right now, I'm on my computer that I'm streaming from is mining Bitcoin, right?
yeah,
And at the moment, I only started today just for shits and giggles. I've got $1.28 so far.
rolling in
Um,
it.
and it says that there'll be $18 that you can make every day. And it also
Yeah.
depends, like, it depends how much power you pay for and things like that. But, in a month, that's like $300. And in a couple of months, you could technically, not a couple, but nearly a year, I could end up buying another 3090 and then mining more. And as long as the Bitcoin value stays at this ridiculously high 30,000, I mean, this is stupid money. It's
It is
50,000
stupid
Australian
money.
dollars for a Bitcoin. I mean,
Yeah.
that's just look at this. If you bought it at $10,000, it would be already four times that now. Like
Whoa,
in April.
$50,000.
And if we
You know
look,
what's insane?
yeah,
It's like Bitcoin is the most powerful currency on the planet, right?
it is. And look at these spikes. And even if you bought here, no matter where you're at, you're still up. You're still up no
Oh
matter
my
where you
God, it's
buy.
still up. No matter where you buy, it's always going up.
Yeah, it's
Jeez.
insane. It's incredible. And I mean, it, I don't have the money to buy coin, but it's not really the right it's not a good investment, but it
Yeah, it's a
is.
really volatile
It's
investment. Yeah,
volatile.
it's
Yeah,
it's kind of like it is, but it isn't. So
yeah,
there's a lot of like speculation and a lot of pessimism around it, but at the same time, people still go for it. They're like, I don't know about it, but I'm gonna buy anyway, and that's what everybody's mentality is like.
yeah, exactly. So anyway, I think we spent a long time. Dogecoin's gone up,
Coin.
but that's because of Elon Musk's tweet, and he's just a bit of a joke. Like the fact that he goes and says something like that, I think says a lot about the power certain people have. So like if
Oh
we talk
yes,
about Mr. Jeff Bezos as the next topic,
yes,
wherever
yeah,
we talked about this before, right?
yeah.
And all of a sudden, oh, by the way, everybody in chat, every single streamer online now is a trade expert. So please put your financial questions in the chat below. We're going to give you the right
Absolutely.
advice at the right time, and I'm going to make you rich. Just letting everybody know.
Absolutely. This is 110% financial advice. Do everything we tell you, and you will be very wealthy.
I'm
That should start up many court cases.
so Google is going to take this down twice now.
Yeah. Google's like they'll probably send in like assassination like agents or something. Agent 47 will come to your house.
What's oh my god, do you know what I watched the other day? I had this moment in time. I
Yeah.
said to myself, "Oh, life's good." And I saw somebody post on Twitter about the YouTube year in review that they
Yeah.
did a couple of years ago, and I was like, "Oh, it can't be that bad." And I looked
What,
at
year
it.
2020?
Nah, they did one for 2019, I think.
Yeah.
Do you remember this?
Well,
Did you
that's
ever
good.
watch it?
That's like pre-apocalypse. So it must have been a great year.
Oh
But
my
no, I
god.
didn't watch it. Why?
Okay, so you haven't seen it.
Nah.
No, you haven't seen it. Okay, hang on. Which one
What,
is
is it
it?
really
It's
that bad?
19. Well, I think it's pretty bad. I think it's 2019. I'm pretty sure it's this one.
You mean like bad as in the video, the quality of that compilation, or like
Oh,
because it was
Rewind.
a
That's
crappy
it.
year?
Yeah, it's Rewind 2019.
Gosh, you're really testing my memory here because 2019, geez,
Or
man.
maybe 2018. This is the one. Okay,
Um,
2018. This is the one I remember now.
2018 rewind, right.
Yep. Okay. Where is the proper one? So this must be everyone controls. This is it. So you haven't seen this, right?
Yeah, no, I haven't, no.
Okay, now I just want you to look at this.
Okay.
2.9 million upvotes, 18 million downvotes. And there's my
Oh my
downvote.
God. This got destroyed. Everyone controls rewind.
I
And this is
actually,
why YouTube.
I actually can't believe you haven't seen this, by the way. This is
Nah,
one
I
of
haven't.
those. Okay, well, I don't
It's
know
like
if
a
we should
meme
play it.
generator.
I don't know if we should play it because it's really bad. But
Why is it bad? Like, what is it? I'm so curious
do you
now.
guys, shall we watch it? Yeah, let's watch it. Okay, all right. I mean, this is 2021. We're like looking back in the time. So you ready?
Oh, yeah, this is like,
Wait,
whoa.
have you got your
Over two
sound on?
years. I don't know. I can't hear anything yet.
But I know, but have you got your sound on? Will you be able to hear it?
Oh, yes.
Okay, all right.
But I'll be behind in time.
Okay. All right. Well, why don't you listen to the stream and then I'll
Yeah,
play it.
yeah, I'm listening to the stream, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's rewind time. Yeah, if I
This is so
control
confusing
rewind,
because I'm hearing you
I would
twice. I'm
want
like, which one is the real
Fortnite
Patrick?
and Marquez Brownlee.
Hey, it's Will Smith.
Is this what you wanted?
You know who I would have asked for?
Quit horsing around! Play me some of that jumping music. Okay. You
Will
said
Smith was
jumping
playing
music?
like a big part in YouTube.
Todo el mundo, fuera!
Well, so far it's not that bad.
Just wait.
Okay, so this is like whatchamacallit, that game.
Fortnite.
Fortnite, yeah. Well, I was thinking more PUBG, but yeah.
So guys, apparently we control Rewind this year.
Wow, okay, lots
Y'all,
of
we
people
can
with
do
colorful hair.
whatever we want. What do we do?
What the hell is going on? I don't understand.
There's one thing this video needs. K-pop!
It's basically famous YouTubers.
Yeah. So it's like a Survivor type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love K-pop.
I mean,
Darf ich eine royale Hochzeit haben?
Yeah, but don't marry him.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I can see this is really bad.
it's cringy, right?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's real cringy, but it looks real low budget as well.
Like it's supposed to be YouTube, a multi-billion-dollar
Can we
company,
do an
right?
experiment?
Yeah, it's funny because like the individual YouTubers do such a good job at creating content, but when they all come together, it's a
现在
disaster.
是怎么样？
Mukbang, like really why?
I like dollars, I like diamonds, I like stunning, I like shining, I like $1,000,000 deals with my pen.
Gallup, what do you want?
I like those
Okay, I think I've had enough. This is killing my soul, Patrick.
Okay, I know you've had enough, but I want to tell you something. It gets
Okay.
even worse.
Does it?
It goes beyond just this. It starts going into the social justice warrior um, into
Realm.
the realm. Like it just.
Oh god, no.
Can we? We just need to finish. You need to finish it, Casper. You haven't seen this before, and it's been 3 years.
Time to fly, says he rather wish the hamster dance. Yeah, I honestly, I'm, you know what? I'm so proud of myself for not having seen this up until now. I've had a really good run in my life up until this point.
All right, just wait for it. DJ,
Okay,
hit that shit.
all right, hit me with some
Marshmallow needs
time
to
to
be
kill
in
my
this video.
soul.
Who is Marshmallow? How about Jodeling Kid? With that everybody!
Oh yeah, Marshmallow Head. My reacting to this must be really confusing because I am in the past. So I say something that's irrelevant to what you're seeing.
I love this song.
Agora vamos fazer o remix, vai!
It's bad.
That's weird. Like, I don't understand what they're trying to convey. Like, what is the message? It's like thought vomit.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good way of phrasing it.
Like, yeah, because when you're watching something, you know, you're trying to get a bit of an idea of a theme or an understanding of a joke, of a single joke, or a direction where this is going. But this is complete randomness
Hold on. You know who
in various
really
forms
needs to
of
be in this
media.
rewind video?
Yeah. Do you know this? Do you know this chick?
What, the question mark chick?
No. Just wait. It's okay, so she used to do YouTube videos like comedy
right.
stuff. Like it's not generally funny though. Well, sorry. No, her YouTube stuff was funny-ish. It was sort of like she was growing up in a family. I think she's Indian, and she's sort of putting on how an Indian is living in America, stuff like that. And it was quite popular on YouTube. And then she got her own talk show on TV, like Boomer Media, right?
Whoa, that's pretty epic.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing, right? You take a YouTuber who's used to just working, editing everything on a single video, and then you put her in a space that is TV, perfectly organized, has to make jokes live on air, and all of a sudden you get a very bad recipe. Lily Singh,
everything
yes,
just
thank you.
falls flat, right? Because you're not used to it being so scripted. So when you free flow, there's a completely different type of energy, or there's a completely type of just different dynamics when you improvise as opposed to when you're scripted.
Yeah, and they've taken a person who's very good at this one thing, but put them in a place where it's the opposite. Like YouTubers and Boomer Media just does not work together. Like it's just not a thing. Like
I love how you say Boomer Media. Is that a thing?
Pretty sure it is. Is it not?
Wow.
Is it not called Boomer Media? I'm pretty sure. Like old
I don't
media
know,
is called.
but
Boomer
I
Media.
understand what you're saying. It's like, oh yeah, because it's the way they always did things.
Yeah.
In television.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'll keep playing. Just listen to what the ladies here say.
Oh God.
Everyone who managed to do something bigger than themselves this year, who found a way to help the causes that matter to them most.
To everyone who proved it's okay to talk about mental health this year and showing their viewers that it's okay to go through tough times like that.
It takes a lot of bravery to be that vulnerable, and I'm so proud of this community.
I think this year's Rewind should celebrate the fierce, fabulous, and empowering
Okay, kind of
art
starts off all right,
drag.
like,
I want to see
talk
all
about
of you
mental
be
health.
kind of beautiful.
और वो लोग जिन्होंने एजुकेशन के फील्ड के लिए पैसा जुटाया है.
Can we also give a moment to Asian representation in entertainment this year? Major strides were made.
And
Okay, drag queens and LGBT, all the communities,
All the community. In 2018, finding their voices.
Foi muito bacana ver como as mulheres cresceram esse ano, elas ganharam poder.
Can we give a moment to working moms? 頑張りましょう.
E a todo mundo que ensinou
ou que aprendeu alguma coisa nesse ano.
Yeah, okay, wow. She's going like international. She's going by everybody.
Yo quiero agradecer a toda la comunidad que siempre apoya en buenas y malas.
Kita adalah keluarga.
Kita adalah team.
العائلة هي كل شيء.
I want to give a moment to everyone who supported me when I got sick. All of the comments and messages I got made me feel like
Do you know who that chick is? The blonde chick at the end?
We're forgetting something.
Hold on, I think I'm getting to her soon.
I think we should read the comments.
Oh, this one with the white shirt and the brain?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, no idea.
She does really cool videos. So she does like tech videos, but about like building strange robots. So she's really techie in a sense of like hands-on, right? She builds like these little projects, really popular on YouTube, great personality. And she got brain cancer, I think. I think it was brain cancer or something in the brain, right? It was very, very like serious. And I think she put on a little bit of the journey of what she went through on her channel. It was quite a big thing. Like, you know, when you have these famous people who are like, you know, sharing their life with everybody.
Their life stories, yeah. Is she still alive?
Pretty sure she is, yeah. I would have heard. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed. I saw a video a little while back. But, you know, looking back at all the things that they're saying, it's like, okay, she built the Tesla Ute. That's right. Thanks, Jay and Geordie.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, she took a Tesla and cut the top off and made a thing in the back, and it was really cool. Like, she does like huge projects too.
Yeah.
What I was going to say, it's some of those comments from those people were a little bit like, what does that have to do with YouTube, right? If we're going to go through and talk about all the memes and all the things that happen on YouTube, they're going down to this like really cringe-worthy, like, like
Very like good feel Hollywood movie type scenario.
yeah, very
So
PC, right? Very politically correct.
yeah, very PC, but essentially advertising that YouTube is bringing people together and it's representing diversity better than any type of media. I think
Correct.
that's what that's what YouTube is trying to convey here.
Because at the end of the day, if they don't convey that, all these other companies who want to... So I think I talked about this in a video a little while back, but every one of those themes of like, I support this community, I support this community, is a way to sell a product. Like there's no reason for these companies to do that, except that they go, oh, that's something I can monetize. I can capitalize on that theme, and all those people will buy my product because I'm doing that. Unfortunately, it always turns out that that doesn't happen because it's a very small, loud minority, and the general population doesn't care if a company does that unless they do something really horrific. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like ExxonMobil killed half the bloody like reefs somewhere in, I don't know where. I can't remember.
In the world, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Polluted like the planet, yeah.
And, and they had like reparations and they try to pay things back, but nothing changed, And these companies are like, oh, well, we're going to support these communities. And again, nothing changes. Like, do you remember the whole thing with Gillette? Was it Gillette or one of the other ones? They did a ad where it like showed that men were like, I don't know, bad parents or something, or bad fathers, something like that.
What?
Yeah.
What is this? Shaving ad. Men
Have you
are
not?
bad
Oh
parents.
my God, Casper, this is like, we should be dedicating every Friday to like walk you through the memes of the year.
Yeah.
So every Friday we
Jeez.
spend 20 minutes on showing Casper what he's missed in the meme world.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, I want to preserve my brain power. I don't want to completely deteriorate my my brain.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
All
Oh,
right,
wait,
look,
what are
well-
we talking about? Bald guy? What's his name?
Yes. Okay. So we can
See,
leave
I'm
that
already
now 'cause
losing my brain cells.
That's
Yeah,
really the
Jeff
end of the
Bezos.
video. I think Jeff Bezos. I think most of it is
Yeah.
just more memes. But anyway, hope you enjoyed
Memes.
that one.
Yeah,
Simone.
that was horrific.
Simone
I'll make
Giretz.
sure to downvote that one. Yep.
Yep.
That
Make
sounds
sure
like
to
a plan.
downvote. Thank you.
Yeah.
So if we jump down to, I got a notification. Oh, okay. Jeff Bezos. So
Bald guy.
what we started with was when this man, we talked about this because of all the shares, right? If this man goes out and starts a new company, he's not leaving Amazon, by the way. We're not saying that.
Yeah.
But if he ever does, oh, actually, there's a way to check who invests in what. Basically, if Amazon's Jeff Bezos starts investing in another company, that's where you throw your money in. That's where you buy the shares. That's where you do it. Because anything this man touches at the moment is turning into gold. 27 years at Amazon, and now they make $100 million in profit per quarter, I think it is, or per month or something. Some stupid thing.
Yeah, because the Amazon is currently valued at 1.7 trillion US dollars.
Yeah.
It's obscene,
it's insane.
man.
It's just insane. So 3,331 USD, and they're projected to go up.
I love his success story. Like Jeff Bezos is one of those people where you look at his life and you're like, wow, okay, I know he had some help. He had an initial investment. It wasn't huge or anything, but he came from a middle class family that could support him. And the fact that he started from his house, like his garage, he was selling books and stuff like that. I just think he's just every step of the way, he kept pushing it. And you can just tell he's one of those unstoppable machines that keeps working so hard. He's like he's like a variation of, I guess, of a Elon Musk. Like him and Elon Musk are those world leaders.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we have to sort of learn from him. Like he's gonna write a book one day, and we're all gonna be reading it. Like I'm reading a Netflix book at the moment about how it's called No Rules Rules. So
right.
Oh, actually, just before we go, Time to Fly just said, I'm genuinely surprised he never got a hair transplant piece. Now
I know. I think it's because it would slow him down. He's too busy.
No,
he's like, I don't have time for hair. I have
sorry,
time
Gus.
for money.
Because bald eagles fly faster, right?
You're right. He's more efficient. So yeah, it's a double like thing because yeah, one, he doesn't have time, but two, because he's faster without hair. That's right.
I have another thought. You're gonna love
He's a
this.
human bullet, essentially, flying through time of success. Yeah.
I think that the richest man in the world, with all the money in the world, has not spent $1 on his hair. Meaning, none of that shit works. No matter how much money you have, you can't grow your hair back. That's my thought on that.
Yeah, you're right. I thought about it as well. And I'm like, why are super wealthy people still bald? Oh yeah, because the cure for hair loss hasn't actually been invented yet.
Yeah.
I guess there's certain things that you can do. I mean, as well as toupees, but they are still
Toupees, wow.
Yeah, they're still investing billions and billions of dollars. Actually, there's a few countries in the world, because I'm fascinated about this industry, because it's continually growing. It's a huge, 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 huge industry, right?
Yeah.
Here. Because everyone's trying to race to find the cure, and they're talking about cloning of the hair follicles, and because the hair follicles are so unique, they're like microorganisms.
Wow.
So they're like organs, essentially. Each hair follicle is like an organ, and this is why cloning is probably the closest way to actually battle hair loss, because it will also have the clones. They have a lifespan of around, I think, 3 to 7 years. So you might need to get that transplant of your cloned hair over and over again, I suppose, at this stage anyway.
So
it looks
they're gonna clone this bit of my head in a lab, let the hair grow out, and then they're gonna transplant it onto my head.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a perfect set of hair, just like I do now.
Yeah.
But I have to go back and do this every 7 years.
Yeah, well, at this point in time, they found that the life cycle of the hair follicles is something like that. So, because, a clone doesn't have like the genetic code or the genetic capacity to keep on renewing itself.
Right.
Like the original. So I guess if you cloned a human, it wouldn't live as long as a human being, if you follow that theory as well.
So what
It'd
you're
just
saying
be like,
is that if I could clone myself, I could get a 7-year holiday by making the clone work and do everything for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why is this not like a stock I can invest in? What's going on?
Cloning. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's the thing with cloning, though. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of rules that will come around.
Pretty sure it's
like
illegal.
it'll probably be banned or something. Because can you imagine how much chaos can be created with cloning?
Just like trolling people by creating clones of them. Like this is like a scenario from a movie, right? Like, what's that?
Absolutely.
The Island, when they clone people just to harvest their organs.
Organs. Yeah, such a good movie.
I mean, look, it's inefficient to clone the whole body. It's easier to just grow the piece of organ you need. Like, it just seems inefficient to have this, like, big base, this island with clones of people and blah, blah, blah. It's like, why don't you just grow the organ you need? But I suppose it's more like, oh, that person's going to need a new face. I'll just go cut this one off and...
Yeah, I think there was some sort of a reasoning or rationale in the movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember. I might have to rewatch it.
Yeah, Pog's theory about cloning is the problem is that the clone of you would spend all your money on the things you want, so you would both need to work twice as hard. That would be interesting, right? Like, what kind of a mind frame would your clone be in? Would it be that point in time of when you've cloned them from? So the clone would actually think that they're the real person and vice versa. So it would be like really confusing.
Yeah, and then you'll have to fight them, and then you give the gun to your wife, and then you stand there, and it's like, I'm the real one. He's the fake
the real
one.
one. No, he's the real one. But then your memories are like exactly the same, so there's no way to tell.
Yeah. And
so we need to like barcode clones or something.
And she's probably going to shoot both of us anyway, so, you know.
Yeah, be like, that's okay, I'll just clone one. These guys are giving me problems anyway.
All right, let's
So
move on.
Bezos, the billionaire, is stepping down, right?
Stepping down. What does that actually mean for Amazon? It doesn't really mean much because the business is thriving. They're literally destroying every single piece of competition. They're destroying all the little companies. It also means that Amazon is still got his knowledge. He still can go, yeah, you guys should do this, and maybe they'll do it. So,
Yeah, and the guy who's jumping in for Bezos, the CEO Andy Jassy,
how
is
jazzy.
he's known him for 20 plus years, and he
Correct.
was one of the individuals that has been involved with a lot of intricate things in the company, a lot of things that made the company big. So it's in the right hands. Like Jeff knew what he was doing, the shareholders knew what, that he was the best choice for stepping up into the industry. So there shouldn't be any concern whatsoever from the public that the company might not succeed moving forward. If anything, it will just keep moving the way it's moving at this point in time.
Correct. It's. I think I've read it. I've been reading a couple of books about entrepreneurs, and there's two types, right? There's the creative type, who's not very good at running the company once it's exploded, and then you have the other type, which is the type you hire, who's really good at running and keeping the status quo.
Yeah.
Now, to grow a big company, you need both. You need people who can run the company, and then you need people who take risks, the entrepreneur type, the creatives, who then build the company and create new ideas and move the company further. And so what's happened here is he's done his part. He's bored. He's bored. This is the only reason he's leaving is because he's bored. He's won that game, and he's looking for his next play. And now he's putting in people.
Right?
Yeah, he's putting in
he's
people.
basically like, well, I've reached what I can reach. Or maybe he's like, I've gone as far as I can gone in that particular area.
Correct.
And without disrupting what has been created, I need to put somebody in my place to sustain it whilst I go and do something completely different that's way out there, that's extremely risky without disrupting the flow of this current business.
Correct. And Time to Fly says Blue Origin, which is, I believe, is space thing.
Blue Origin, baby.
Yeah, aerospace company.
Yeah, you know what fascinates me? I think you reminded me about something, about the risk thing, and how Elon Musk is he's kind of teasing Apple about, at the time when he approached Apple with the Tesla concept for them to take it on board, right? Huge risky move, but perhaps too risky for Apple at the time, because it was around that 2008 to 2010, if I'm not mistaken, around that era when he approached them. And you look at the capital of Apple at the time, which was I don't know. I think it was like 200 to 300 billion or something. Now it's like 2 trillion.
Yeah,
a decade
it's a lot
later.
of money. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and it is a huge risk when you come to think about it, because when you're creating laptops, when you're creating phones, these are products, that cost you a few $100s for manufacturing, for production. I know there's the R&D costs that come into it as well, which are hundreds of millions of dollars. But creating a car is extremely expensive.
It is.
In comparison to those other products. Yeah.
Well, Apple's partnering with Kia.
Yeah.
They're going to make, so the Apple car is coming, as reported a little while back, and it's going to be, Kia's going to be the driving force.
Wow. So even now, being a $2 trillion company, look how conservative these guys are.
They want to keep that $2 trillion, right?
Yeah, they don't want to take big risks.
No.
They just do not. I mean, yeah, there's pros and cons with doing that, because Elon just went balls to the walls.
Yeah.
And it happened to work out for him.
I also just want to let you know that we have been demonetized.
Nice. It's probably that video we had.
It was something.
Of the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Probably, smack talking it down.
All right, let's keep moving. We got a bit of time. We got 4 minutes left, or maybe 7 minutes. Let's see what happens. I want to talk about Google Stadia, because Google Stadia is a product that is interesting. It's powerful, but I think it has been done very incorrectly. Very incorrectly. So what's happened? So Stadia has now closed their in-house game development, which means there will be no first-party Stadia games coming to Stadia at all.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so what does that mean? Well, Google has been killing a lot of their products. This is what I was talking about, Google, who kills a lot of products. They've killed a lot of products I've enjoyed. I liked Inbox. Google Inbox is one of my favorite ways to digest email, and now it's gone. I'm using Gmail now. What a pain. But closing it, well, actually, first of all, making your own games is very expensive. Making AAA games is absolutely expensive.
Super expensive, yeah.
And making good games requires a lot of talent, a lot of money, a lot of investment, and a long time. Stadia, I don't know why they did it in the first place. I really don't understand the concept, because to me, as somebody who deals with a lot of SaaS products, I work in a SaaS company, it's best to leverage other products that are already doing something really, really well. So when they created Stadia, all they should have been is the Netflix of video games. They should have just done that, used everybody else's games, and been the platform everybody wants to play on. Instead, they're like, we're going to make our own games, but you got to buy your own games to use our platform. We're going to be like this like digital console. And it failed. And I think Stadia is maybe a year or two away from being shut down. That's my view.
Yeah. You know what? You're not wrong there. I think that you could be onto something, either that or they're being extremely conservative and they're waiting for the infrastructure to actually catch up before they make any further investment into the platform. So like first party games, like you said, if they're not going to be investing in them anytime soon, maybe they're just holding out on that, because if they do it now, then they won't get the exposure or the sales or the momentum like they would, because of the first impressions will actually disrupt or destroy their flow. So maybe they just want to get it right, wait for the right time to jump in. I think, and maybe conserve that cash flow in other areas where they can profit now far more than they can in this, but they might still want to keep their fingers in that particular gaming pie.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Time to Fly's got a good point. Core services are good, but they throw a lot of shit at the wall that other companies perfect. And so the main service, Stadia, is a really good technology, and Google has the power to back that up. I mean, the only competitor is GeForce, really, and there's a couple of other companies that do something similar. GeForce is actually coming to Australia via Pentanet, but you have to be a Pentanet customer in Western Australia to get it. So they're going to run a server for GeForce. I mean, this is really cool. I'd love to give it a go, but I'm not with Pentanet. But Stadia itself is a really cool technology. Will the infrastructure catch up? Sure, it will at some point. But it doesn't seem quite, the launch has been terrible. The viability about the fact that you have to buy the games on Stadia, so that you're buying $80 games on a platform, then you pay like $15 a month to play on. It becomes, there's no ownership. If I pay $20 a month and just have access to all these games, that's a better deal. And I would pay $30 for that. Most people would pay that, because that's very much what Xbox is doing with their Game Pass. You pay X amount of money and you get to play all the games. Stadia could have captured more than just Xbox games. It could have captured every single game possible, right? Because it's on a PC. But, here we are. They're closing. I think, you could be right that they're using the money to do other things, but I also think that Stadia they're reshuffling. They're doing a major reshuffle. This isn't going to be the first of things that are going to happen. Pog, just to reply to Pog's comment there, there's only one ISP right now, that's Pentanet in Western Australia, who is doing GeForce services, and you have to be with them, I believe, to get it. So very, very interesting. All right, I think we're going to end the show there.
Do we want to quickly talk about maybe Control?
Oh, yep, let's do it. I was actually wanting to also talk about the Google thing in Australia, the search.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hit me with that, the search. What is the update?
So Google is deciding whether to remove Google search from Australia. And obviously one of the biggest things is that what's going to happen next? What are we going to use? Well, Microsoft is stepping up to bring their Bing search and abide by all the laws that Australia is bringing in, and make sure that obviously Australia is using Bing instead of Google anymore. So I think it's really interesting times. This is the thing. If one company goes, oh, we're too big to like cater to Australia, somebody else is going to step in and take their place. And Microsoft is doing the right thing. Like, they're just jumping in and they're taking the business. And Google is going to lose the business. And every time Google has an argument with another country about how they're paying or how they're doing the search, Microsoft's going to be there to pick that up because they know that the more they do that, the more business they have, and the more likely Google is going to lose that search engine, hierarchy where they're at the top.
Oh, I agree 100%. I mean, it's too much money. Like it's the perfect opportunity.
It's so good. Yeah.
We are this giant money whale where somebody will be like, yeah, I'll jump in straight away. So Google, look, I think at the end of the day, like what I've said before, Google and the Australian government will come to some sort of a settlement. It will take some time to negotiate, to play footsies, to, show our poker faces, whatever, empty threats as it goes. Because at the end of the day, look, they do not want to lose this. And if they do say, hey, okay, we're willing to back out because we're holding onto our moral compass or whatever, then they will lose that business. And then maybe other countries will follow suit to see that they get a better deal with Microsoft. So it's going to open those giant floodgates to every single other nation. It's going to be giant danger zone for Google. So I think all of the, I guess, huge investors with Google will be very sensitive about these matters.
Yeah. All right. Well, tell us about Control, and then we will finish there.
Yeah, look, I thought the every single analysis by Digital Foundry is just phenomenal, and they seem to be building on it, and they've really established themselves on the YouTube platform as like the best area to get an understanding of any new game that comes out that gets assessed visually and performance wise. And it's things I think us as gamers have gotten a lot more intelligent in understanding what it is that we enjoy about a game. So like visuals and frame rates and lighting, all that jazz fascinates us more and more. Like we're going deeper into that realm of gaming, and Digital Foundry has opened up that gateway. And just in terms of the performance between the three platforms we got there. So PlayStation 5, what I got out of the video was the 1440p that you get, the resolution. You get a 60 frame mode, you get a 30 FPS mode that has the ray tracing. Now they said these modes work really well. And this is what I love to hear, is that the 60 FPS, very, very stable, works fantastic. Very minor hitches here and there. The 30 FPS, beautiful reflections, also extremely stable. With the Series X, there were some odd dips here and there where they had moments of, how you run into the game into like a new area and there'd just be like giant white writing. It has that, really prominent kind of like intro to an area There seems to be some random dips there, but that Remedy Entertainment is aware of this issue. So they're saying that, there's some sort of like a software glitch compatibility with the Xbox at the moment. But in saying so, Xbox is doing a phenomenal job here as well. They're giving you that, I think it's 1440p. I want to say it's 1440p.
So this is the graphics ray tracing mode, I think, from what I can see here.
Right. So on the Series S, you get 900p.
Yeah.
At the 60 FPS, and it's a little bit more fragile there, where it just it drops and it dips a bit. But it really just shows how much the Series S is really going to hold developers back a little bit.
You reckon?
Or it's going to make things a bit, I don't know, maybe just not hold. I mean, they can have just really low resolutions in some of these games.
Yeah.
But it's just going to be that next level of challenge to be like, oh, we've got this epic game, super graphics, awesome graphics, but it runs at 480p on the Series S. It's like, really? It's just like one big blur.
And on
to
that
actually
bombshell,
make the game work. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I completely agree. And I think maybe we should have started with this because it's probably a bit more analysis, but I actually have to go, unfortunately.
Sure thing, man.
We've got to pop to the shops. Thank you very much for everyone for watching. G'day, Unstoppable Luck. G'day, Shanks, C Shanks. Speaker Network, Time to Fly, Pog. Scrolling through, Trevor, Jay, Geordie. Yeah, Barry, thank you very much, Barry. Scorp, Sec, Justin, Darren, Hammy, and we've got the guys at the start, Pokeboy Theater and Yogi Bear. Thank you very much for joining us today. Let us know what you thought about this format. If we do, Casper, if we do it this way, we might be able to do longer streams because I can be home earlier and so can you, and that way I don't have to, we can just stay longer. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Thank you very much for joining us. Make sure to check out Channel's Game with Casper below, and of course,
that's me.
Do you want to paste it in the chat there, Casper?
Oh, they could just I'll just say hello. They can see my name because that's the channel.
Thank you very much for everyone, and have a good weekend. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you all next week, same time, 4:30 or 4:45 maybe.
Yeah, who knows? 4:47 if we're running late.
But
Sound issues.
Thanks, Speaker Network. We'll definitely do some more longer streams. Appreciate your time, guys. Catch you all later, Renos.
Cool.
Bye.
Take care. See ya.
Thanks, mate. I gotta